In a couple of weeks, a group of 16 heart surgeons, doctors, and medical professionals will travel to Ethiopia to provide life-saving care. This week, in People to People's One-on-One, WSB-TV Community and Public Affairs Director Candace Presley sat down with Dr. Tesfaye Telila, founder of the nonprofit Attack Ethiopia.
Obviously native Ethiopian, but you're going home to help people. Tell me about your nonprofit Attack Ethiopia.
So Attack Ethiopia, thank you for the opportunity.
Sure.
Attack Ethiopia is a nonprofit organization co-founded by myself and my wife, who is also a doctor at Morehouse School of Medicine, with the intention of helping patients with heart attacks in Ethiopia and other African countries. It was established about just over a year ago, and we have performed our first mission in February of this year, where we performed over 32 procedures, life-saving procedures, and now we're gearing up to go for the second mission in just a couple of weeks, where we are planning to do almost 100 surgeries and interventional procedures.
100 surgeries and interventional procedures, and I read, but there are up to 6,000 patients waiting for care. Help me to understand that.
Yeah, so as you know, the cardiovascular condition in most of Africa and most of, obviously, Ethiopia has been getting worse. So because of that, there's very poor access to cardiovascular care, so they keep piling up these patients who are mostly young. So at this just one center that they have 6,000 patients that are waiting for life-saving interventions.
Why are the patients so young when we're talking about the heart?
So mostly it is valvular heart disease that is impacting these patients, and valvular heart disease by its very nature is a long-term consequence of sore throat, untreated sore throat that also damages the heart valves, where actually, unlike the rest of the world, these conditions, they tend to manifest early on because of recurrent infections.
With that many patients on the waiting list, how is your team able to decide who you'll see and who has to wait until your next mission?
Obviously, the list has been building up for years, you know. For now, they choose the patients. The doctors who are on the ground, who are running the centers, choose the patients. So they just go on a first-come, first-served basis. And sadly, when they call these patients, in fact, they start from the back, behind, and most of these patients are actually dead.
So that they will be able to do some of the procedures that on their own when your team is not there. How long are you going to be there?
I will be there for 2 weeks. It's going to be very long days, very busy. We're planning to do about 20 open heart surgeries, about 50 stents, about 20 or 30 pacemakers. So will be very long days, but we're very excited about it. And this is one of the most gratifying things that you could really ever do for your country. I'm originally, obviously, from Ethiopia. I came here to do my cardiology training. And the intention initially was to go back, but 15 years fast forward, I'm still here. So this is me as close as I can get to getting back, giving back, and going back to Ethiopia.
Will you come back and tell me about this mission after you get back later this month?
I would be happy to do that. That would be amazing, yes.
Dr. Tesfaye Telila, good luck. You're doing God's work. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Candace.
Dr. Telila says they want to train local doctors and develop a system that is sustainable even when they're not there. For more information on this story, log on to our website, WSB-TV.com/community.